How can you live a long life with sickle cell anemia? Well, today I'm going to share with you 5 things that has helped me propel my way into better health, prevented those dreadful hospital admissions, improved my overall outlook on life, and increased my energy levels. Number 1 is sleep. Sleep is so important for us sickle cell warriors. It helps us to recover. It helps us to heal. It helps us with our subconscious mind frame, and overall it helps to boost our energy levels so that we can actually have some energy throughout the day. So do not underestimate the importance of sleep. If you do not get enough sleep, you are lethargic. So because we are already on the tired side, we are anemic, don't make yourself more tired if you don't have to. Don't do that. It just doesn't make sense. So get enough sleep. Even in the day when it's not bedtime, if you can rest, rest. Rest is so important. We need to conserve as much energy as we can. So if you have time to take a little nap, to just rest, to not exert too much energy if you don't need to, why do that? So unnecessary. Just make sure that you understand how your body functions, what your triggers are, because I know that when I am too anxious or have some anxiety going on, or when something happens and your heartbeat races faster, if not careful, that can actually lead into a crisis. So make sure that you are getting enough sleep, you are getting enough rest, and that you can take naps whenever you can. Number 2 is metabolism. Metabolism is so helpful because it is the way in which our body can process food into energy. So if we don't have a good metabolism, we're not going to process our food or drink effectively for the nutrients to break down to be able to energize and nourish our cells. So digestion, metabolism, assimilation, it is so important, because if we do not break down essential nutrients, then that can just stay in our body and wreak havoc. It can create bad bacteria in the system, which can even lower our resistance to infections, colds, and other diseases of the body. And so it is important to make sure that you are having a bowel movement every day. It should be 2 or 3 times a day if you're eating 2 or 3 meals a day. Bowel movements is something that you should be paying attention to, because if we are keeping everything in our bodies, that's going to bring our energy levels down as well. We need to be flushed out every day. Not to say that we need a cleanse every day, but if we're eating healthy enough, we're eliminating effectively. So make sure that you are not constipated, make sure that you are not experiencing diarrhea, and it may be uncomfortable to talk about, but it is so important and necessary to understand those functions of our bodies, because we do not want bad bacteria to be festering and causing havoc when we need to be able to balance our bodies effectively so that our metabolism can be as efficient as it can. The third is movement. Movement is so critical. In another video, I was explaining the connection between hemoglobin and exercise, and if you do not move your body, you cannot build your blood. So movement is critical. You do not have to go into a gym, lifting weights, running on a treadmill, any of that. As long as you get your heart pumping just a little bit, have a regulated breathing pattern that is not too shallow and not too fast, then that's all you need. Get your heart pumping, get additional oxygen in your body so that your blood cells can be able to flow more effectively, reduce the amount of clotting in the blood, which can lead to a crisis. And remember, you have to have fun, okay? When you hear the word exercise, it doesn't mean anything strenuous. Have fun, be creative. You can dance, you can do some kind of fun activity. Just move. Movement is key. You cannot build your blood if you are not exercising. So exercise and movement is important. The next is mindset. Mindset is so important because when we think something, we can actually bring it out into reality. So make sure that you are aware of your self-talk, because if you say something negative, quickly just switch it into something positive. Your body is always listening, and you do not want to have negative thoughts that can fester and change the vibration of your cells so that you are more susceptible for negative energy and things to manifest that you don't necessarily want. So you want to make sure that your awareness doesn't overpower what's really going on in your life. Your awareness, meaning that you're aware that you have sickle cell, yes, but you do not want that to overpower everything that is in your life. You do not want to restrict yourself because you're giving your body the idea that, okay, I can't do this, I can't do that. If you think you can or you cannot, both are true. So make sure that you are aware of your own self-talk and create a better, healthy environment for your mindset. And number 5, of course, is hydration. Hydration is key. We all know that hydration is helpful, but make sure that you're not just drinking water. Make sure that you're not just drinking juice. Make sure that you're not just drinking pop or Gatorade or things that have a high amount of sugar or chemicals in them. You need to be hydrating with nutritious liquids like coconut water, water with something in it. You can squeeze some lemon, you can put some chlorophyll in there, you can have some smoothies, something that is helpful to nourish your cells and not just necessarily giving you liquid like water. Water is great, of course, hydrate all the time, but if you can, just make sure that you are able to put something in your water to help your cells even more. I find that us with sickle cell need more nutrition than the regular population. This is because there are many times where we take painkillers and antibiotics and different types of drugs, especially for the pain, and all of these drugs strip our nutrient levels and can also interfere with our gut microbiome. So it's always important to increase the amount of nutrition in any sort of way. So hydration is definitely important. Hydrate with water, and if you can, put something in the water so that you're increasing the amount of nutrition that your cells are getting. Of course, you can do some juicing, some smoothies, but try to stay away from juices, pops, and things that are not necessarily giving you any nutrition, but just liquid. So just to recap, sleep, metabolism, movement, mindset, and hydration should be combined to give you a better environment internally and externally for yourself to help to better manage sickle cell anemia. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Blessings.